Good morning children and welcome to the today's online session. So children, in our last class we had just completed a first chapter, and the first chapter is living things, plants and animals. And we had discussed about the plants, animals. Are the plants and animals living things or non-living things? Very good. They are the living things. And we had also discussed about the different characteristics with the difference between plants as well as the animals. So the different characteristics like sense organs, breathing, reproduction, consumers, producers, and the movement in plants and animals. So, plants are the living things which they cannot move, but there is some small movement. For example, the sunflower plant. It turns its face wherever the sunlight falls. When the sun is on the east side, then it turns its face towards the east direction. When the sun is on the west direction, at that time the sunflower turns its face towards the west direction. So, but the plant they cannot move from one place to another place. But there are some small movements. And we call the plants as producers. Why do we call them? Because they prepare their food. So we call them as producers. And plants do not have the sense organs like animals and other living things. So there is no sense organs in the plants. They can breathe with the small holes present in the leaf called stomata. Stomata means the tiny holes which we cannot see. They are invisible. They can breathe with the tiny holes present in the leaves. It is called as stomata. Next, the plants reproduce with seeds. There are small seeds and some seeds are large. So, when we will use these seeds, again when we put it in a soil, there is a growth of plant. So, seeds are the reproduction in the plants. Now, let us move towards the animal side. Animals are called consumers. Why do we call them as consumers? Because they cannot prepare the food and they are dependent on the plants and the other animals. So we call them as consumers. Consumers means who eat the food. They are the consumers. Now animals have the different sense organs in them. For example, eyes, ears, nose, tongue, skin. These are the 5 different sense organs present in the animals. And animals can move. We can also move. So, some animals they can crawl. So, some animals they can jump, running, walking. These are the movement in the animals. And animals can do reproduction. Reproduction means giving birth to a small animal, or some animals they lay eggs. So there is reproduction in animals by giving birth to the young ones and laying eggs. So this is the difference between the plants and animals. These two are living things in the surrounding. Now, this is all about the chapter 170. Just open your textbook page number 170. The first exercise, I will just read the exercise which I had written on the board. See here, fill in the table based on the difference between plants and animals. So what they are told? We have to write the difference between plants and animals in this table with respect to the given characteristics. This activity to be done in your notebook. So the first exercise from the page number 170, you have to write it in the EVS classwork notebook. And they had given some characteristics, characters of animals and plants. Let us read the characters. First one, growth. So, with the growth character, how there is a growth in plant, we have to write. The growth in animals, we have to write it in a table. Next characteristic is breathing. How the plants will breathe, how the animals they breathe. Next one is feeling. Feeling means the sense organs in plants, sense organs in animals. Last one is reproduction. How the plants they reproduce and how the animals they reproduce. These are the characteristics: growth, breathing, feeling, reproduction. So first, I had just drawn the table and I had written the two names. First one plants, second one animals. First, we will write the growth, breathing, feeling, reproduction characteristics in plant side. So let us write it. So the first character is growth. How the plants grow? Is there any growth in the plant or not? Or it remains same in the same size? No, there is growth in the size of plants. So today I just plant a neem tree and the size of the neem tree is this much. After 2 to 3 months, the size will increase. Then there is a growth in plants, trees. So let us write the growth. Growth. First characteristic, that is growth. Just draw the arrow. Growth. Growth. So there is a continuous growth in plant. So the plant, it does not have a period of growth. There is no limitation in the growth of plants. So the plant grows continuously, day by day, weekly and monthly. The size of the plant goes on increasing. For example, a coconut tree. So it grows daily, weekly. It grows more taller and taller. So there is a growth in plant continuously. Plants grow throughout plants grow throughout their life. So there is a continuous growth in plant. So there is a plant growth throughout their life. There is no end for growth in plants. Next one characteristic is breathing. So how does the plant breathe? Yes, you are right. With the small holes in the leaves. It is called as stomata. So I will write the next one character. Breathing. Plants breathe. B-R-E-A-T-H-E. Breathe with small spores. S-P-O-R-E-S. Spores called stomata. So the plants, they will breathe with the small pores. Pores means the small holes, invisible holes present in the leaves. They breathe with these holes and they are called as stomata. So the plants, it takes inside carbon dioxide and it leaves oxygen. So one more time I will repeat. The plant, it will take the carbon dioxide inside and it leaves out the oxygen. So the oxygen is the fresh air. So in the human beings, we take the oxygen inside and we will leave the carbon dioxide. So there is opposite in plants and animals. Plants will take carbon dioxide air inside and it leaves the oxygen air out in the environment. But in the plants, it is opposite. So we take oxygen air and we will leave the carbon dioxide. So plants breathe with small pores called stomata. Next character is feeling. Feeling means the sense organs in plants. Let us write the next one. Feeling. F-E-E-L-I-N-G. Feeling. And the plants, they do not have any sense organs. So they cannot feel. So plants do not have sense organs. So let us write the answer. Plants do not have sense organs. In them. So when the plants, they do not have the sense organs in them. Do not have any sense organs in them. So in the plant, we cannot see the different sense organs like skin, nose and tongue, this type of sense organs are not present in the plants. Next one characteristic is reproduction. Reproduction means santanotpatti, which we call the Kannada meaning of reproduction. Reproduction means giving birth to young ones or laying eggs. But the plants, they cannot give birth to young ones and they cannot lay egg also. But there is reproduction by seeds, by the different seeds in the different fruits. So, plants have reproduction by seeds. Seeds means bijagalu, which we call the Kannada meaning. Next one characteristic, reproduction. Reproduction in plants. So, plants reproduce by seeds. So, they cannot lay egg, they cannot give birth, but they can reproduce with the help of seeds in the fruits. So, when we put these seeds in the soil, the same plant, it will grow and it will become a tree. So, plants, first we will discuss about the characteristics of plants. First one character is growth. Plants grow throughout their life. There is no limitation, there is no restrictions for the plants in the growth. They grow day by day, monthly. In the size, there is increase in the size. Second one characteristic is breathing. So, plants do not have the organs to breathe. But the plants can breathe with the small holes, small pores. In the leaf, it is called as stomata. And the plants take inside the carbon dioxide and it leaves out oxygen. So, it's our duty to plant the trees and grow trees because they give us oxygen and that oxygen is used for us for breathing. We take the oxygen inside and we will leave the carbon dioxide. But in the plants it is opposite. So plants, they will take the carbon dioxide inside and they will leave out the oxygen air in the environment. Next one is feeling. Feeling means the sense organs, senses. Plants, they cannot feel and they do not have any sense organs in them. Plants do not have sense organs in them. Last one characteristic is reproduction. So, in the plants, there is reproduction with the help of seeds in the plants. So, this is all about the different characteristics in plants. Now, we'll discuss these same characteristics in animal side. So, the first one is growth. Growth animals have the growth limit in them. So there is at a particular age or at the adult stage, all the animals, they cannot grow. How the plants grow continuously? In the animals, they have the limitation of growth in them, including we human beings also. So at the particular stage, the growth will stop in animals, birds and human beings. Next one characteristic is breathing. Breathing. So the animals have the different organs to breathe. For example, we human beings, we breathe with the help of our nose and lungs. And the fish, it is an animal, it breathes with the help of gills. Gills means the skin of the fish is called as gills. Next, the different animals have the different breathing organs in them. And the insects, they will breathe with the small holes, invisible holes in them. For example, the cockroach, it does not have the nose, but it breathes with the small holes which we cannot see. With that small holes, the insects, they can breathe. So animals have different breathing organs. So different animals, insects, birds, they have the different breathing organs in them. Next one is feeling. Feeling means the sense organs. Obviously, we have the different sense organs. There are 5 different sense organs in animals. For example, eyes, ear, nose, tongue and skin. These are the 5 common sense organs found in animals, birds, insects. So let us write. The next one is feeling. Feeling means the senses. Feeling. Animals have 5 sense organs. 5 sense organs in them. And they are eyes, ear, nose, tongue and skin. These are the 5 different sense organs commonly present in animals. Last one characteristic is reproduction. reproduction by seeds. Here in the animal side, the reproduction means giving birth to young one, and some animals they lay eggs. By this way they do the reproduction in them. So let us write the characteristic. Reproduction. Reproduction. And in animals, the reproduction takes by giving birth. Animals give birth, gives birth animals give birth and some lays egg. All the animals they cannot give birth, but there are some animals they lay egg. For example, snake, duck, ostrich, hen. These are the animals they lay egg. And some animals like including we human beings, we give birth to the young one. Lion, tiger, zebra, elephant, monkey. These animals they give birth to young one. So children, these are the different characteristics about the plants and animals. So, growth, breathing, feeding, reproduction are the common characters in plants and animals. But there is the difference between the plants and animals. So, let me repeat it one more time. Listen it carefully. In plants, growth. So, there is no age limit, there is no limitation in the growth of plant. It grows throughout the life of plant and trees. Here, in the animals have the limitation of growth in their life. Next is breathing in plants. Plants, they do not have the breathing organs, but they can breathe with the small holes present in the leaf. They are called as stomata. And the plants will take inside the carbon dioxide and it leaves out the oxygen in the environment. Here, breathing. Animals have different breathing organs. So, the different animals, they have the different breathing organs in them. And in the animals, the different animals and including we human beings, we take the oxygen and we will leave out the carbon dioxide. So, next one characteristic in plants, that is feeling in plants. Plants do not have any sense organs, so they cannot feel. Plants do not have sense organs in them. Next, feeling in animals. Animals have 5 sense organs. These are the 5 common sense organs in them. Then we can feel what is happening in the surrounding. And the last with the help of seeds. For example, I will take the seed of neem plant and I will put that seed in the soil. After 1 week, after 2 weeks, a small plant, neem plant will grow. So, when I will take the seed of neem plant, then there is a grow of neem plant only. So, there is reproduction by seeds in plants. Next one, reproduction in animal side. So, the animals, they can give birth to the small babies, and some animals, they lay egg. This is the reproduction in animal. So children, this is all about the exercise from your EVS textbook, page number 170. So children, this is all about the today's online session. Now it's time to move towards the today's homework part. And the today's work is you have to read and write the difference between the plants and animals in your EVS notebook 2 times. You have to just open your EVS textbook, page number 170. And we had solved the first part of the exercise, and I had just written on the board the difference between. You have to read and write it 2 times in your EVS notebook. And now it is time to end our session here only.